Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa.
Hello everyone, my name is Fafa. Where I just, use any ingredients that I do have available to create new recipes. This prevents me from eating anything boring, and most definitely anything that I make is flavor packed, natural flavors of course. So today, I was like, I think I might just make like some stir fry, as you do. Like what? Not just any other stir fry. Stay tuned. So of course, I've got my green and orange peppers that I'll be using for this recipe. I don't even know why I was dancing, but I guess, his brought us far, so you must. And anyway, each time that I do cook, I do have music playing in the background. Of course, due to copyright reasons, I can't actually let you guys hear what kind of music that I listen to. However, if you do follow me on my Instagram stories, you would definitely hear my playlist, and it's incredible. So when you see me dancing or singing, yes, that's what it is about. Anyway, so next thing, I'm using my potato peeler and created my carrot ribbons here, as you can see, and of course the rest just goes into my mouth. So I'm going for this sweet and slightly bitter taste for this recipe. So it's going to be nutty because I'm going to be using some peanuts, and also sweet because I'm going to use some oyster sauce, and then chicory. Chicory has this bitterness which helps aids digestion, and it's incredible, and it works really well. It balances the flavors of this dish so perfectly. So naturally, I've got my leftover Guinea Fowl pieces, as you can see over there, the chicory. I've got the carrot ribbons, the orange peppers, the green peppers, and onions. So I've got my wok that I've placed on a high heat, and I've added my sesame oil. Now you can use any other oil of your choosing, but I think with sesame oil, it adds that je ne sais quoi. And the next thing I'm adding are my roasted peanuts. Now, I just got my raw peanuts from my local grocer, placed it in the oven at 160 degrees for about 15 minutes, peeled the skin off, and that's what I'm using. So I've also placed a saucepan with some water when it was just coming to the boil, and to that I've just dipped my carrot ribbons in. I just wanted to soften it quickly, but also to keep that crunch. And bear in mind, because of course they're ribbons, they're thinly sliced, which means that they cook quickly. So 40 seconds is the maximum time. The next thing is while I'm blanching. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm blanching the chicory. So just place that yet again in the hot water, and as you can see, that's often like less than 3 seconds, and it goes out of it. Now I've got a bowl of cold water that I place the carrot ribbons and chicory in, so it stops it from cooking further. And to that, now I'm transferring it to another bowl so I can discard that water. And I think now my peanuts and sesame oil are sizzling. Of course, as I need is sizzle because some hot things go now be and I'm adding my onions as you do. Well, Bini dear, it's a first cause it glomula and your blood onions are the more love your onions. Sabala. I like a mango mahaba. And your plus sabala de more like it pa. That mo konya faji. Maza sesame oil. Atanza ami de shada gymnala. Ye mo ko sabala. Black ajanko mamako mix. Fifiamoko oyster sauce. So the next ingredient I'm adding is my oyster sauce. Now this is readily available in most supermarkets. I'm also going to add some rice wine vinegar. That just gives it that sour taste as well. But it's not too sour. Rice wine vinegar is not as sharp as normal vinegar is. And it's incredible. And I'm just mixing everything together till it's well combined. So yet again, in the absence of your rice wine vinegar, just use a little bit of your normal vinegar. Now that is done, I'm also adding my light soy sauce. I prefer to use the light soy sauce because it's the darker or the normal soy sauce, may I say, is saltier than normal. So I prefer to use this. And I think I've got enough liquid here, but I also need to thicken the sauce up. So the next thing I'm going to add my corn starch. Now, what it's going to do is, of course, thicken the sauce up. But secondly, it allows it, or it gives it time for it to cook. So it takes that rawness away from this dish. You just don't want that. And I'm mixing everything together till it's well combined. Now, that's one thing I love about the clay pot. It maintains that heat. So the heat is regulated and I'm not even worried about it. Now I'm going to add my pre-cooked Guinea fowl. You can use your turkey for that if that's what you have available. And I'm adding a little bit of water, absolutely. You can use your chicken as well, of course. And yes, you can see that the sauce is like thickened up nicely. And the Guinea fowl, onions, and all those flavors are just going to marry each other. Now I need a little bit of a kick, as you do. So I'm adding my green chilies, of course, chopped as one does. Anyway, I've mixed everything together and I think I'm liking this. This is definitely ready for me to then add my vegetables. This is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Absolutely. I mean, you can enjoy this with rice or anything of your choosing, but I just enjoyed it on its own. So I'm adding my carrots and my chicory. I'm mixing it together. And then the next thing I'm going to add my mixed red peppers that I have sliced. Absolutely. And the residual heat is just going to cook everything through and through. I mean, in the absence of chicory, you can use aubergine as well for that bitterness. But equally, you can use broccoli or any vegetables if you're choosing. Try red cabbage, normal cabbage, whatever you have available. I'm just using the ingredients that I do have left over. And you know me and wasting of food? No, that's not my vocabulary. So the rest of the chicory that I haven't blanched, I've just thinly sliced it and sprinkled it over. Added a little bit of chili flakes, as you do. Yes, and you notice that I have omitted salt from this recipe because, of course, the light soy sauce does have a good amount of salt in there. So I don't need to add any salt. But if you do, then you can. You have to just do this to your own personal preference. So now that this is mixed, I'm also going to add some pistachio nuts. Now this is optional, but then again, if you have cashew nuts, you can use it. But I've got my parsley here. Yes, and the normal circumstances, I wish I had like coriander because that would have worked perfectly, but I had parsley, so it's exactly what I used, and it worked, equally well. Where's the pistachio anyway? I was talking about it like it's like 2 known comments. Oh, there you are. I'm sprinkling it over it. And of course, I mean, I've taken the mixture off the heat. And yeah, this is done. This is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa, turning our leftover Guinea fowl into this amazing crunchy stir fry, which has the sweetness, slight bitterness, and it's just incredible. I hope I have given you that reason to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and the notification button, which means that each time I upload a video, you are notified of it. And thank you all that commented on my, decorating of my Christmas cake. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You're ever so kind. Absolutely enjoyed that. Would I do it again? You never know. But here it is. And I'm just adding some of my roasted peanuts, as you can see, and some more of my pistachio nuts. So I've got this crunchy mixture going here. And you're saying what? I mean, if you're not following and you're not emulating these recipes and eating as the king and the queen that you are, that one day blame yourself for. Because me, I got your back. Now, naturally, I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter as in Ndudu by Fafa. So do pass by and say hi. Thank you very much for sharing this experience with me, most definitely. And just look at this. Look at this beauty. So nice and moist. Open your mouth. Let me put that in for you. Until next time, kings and queens, I love you for you and take care of you. Thank you for watching.